All right, peace. That's the Southfold, the Honorable One, the Success Scholar, Hypocritical me here. Thank you all for tuning in, listening in. Man, I'm continuing on, putting in the real work, going to another level, just putting in real Success Scholar type knowledge and bringing real facts, history, and numbers and reality to a more, and bringing a more progressive, more informed, more empowering, more holistic knowledge to the true readers and thinkers and builders and those that have a true well-roundedness about where we are and where we need to go. And so for those who may not know, I'm the Success Scholar, best-selling author, builder, organizer, thinker, and I'm just really blowing up here, making power moves. And it's beyond the time that individuals wake up to the most relevant, most empowering, most critical thinking work, and the most relevant work that's being done out here today. So my topic for the day is, why would Irritated Genie co-sign on someone like Daren Muhammad? And is it rather hypocritical of Irritated Genie to co-sign on someone like Daren Muhammad? Now let me just say, I'm never the aggressor. I've been taught by many great teachers to be an aggressor in any shape, fashion, or form. But you have, for instance, in Baltimore, you have some really crazy people out here. I mean, you see them on the news. They on the wire. They have a history of various types of substances. They don't necessarily take care of their children. They make a bunch of babies, and they're angry and frustrated. So you have these bullies, these intellectual bullies, and they have stupid people, stupid poor people, poor black people who are angry and frustrated, but they have not learned how to redirect or direct their anger towards progressive and positive change. So these yellers and people with poor health, they out here in front of conscious black people, and some legitimately, have generally, decent gripes or decent concerns that have been expressed. But, these people, are and have been like a cancer to, our community, to the movement. Now, why would I bring Irritated Genie in with it? Because, in terms of this discussion about Daren Muhammad, well, Irritated Genie tends to co-sign someone, and I don't think that he know who he co-signs. Matter of fact, he really doesn't care, who he co-signs. He's just a body. Anybody that co-signs him, it's like, oh, you could be a crack user, you could be a crack dealer. It doesn't matter to him, long as you perceivingly claim that you're standing against homosexuals, So the one-hit wonder, as I like to refer to him, Irritated Genie, has supported and endorsed this Daren Muhammad person, who is a hypocrite, when it comes to the straight black power movement. And why do I say that? If you would look on his page, you will see that he supports delegate for Senator Mary Washington. Now, I supported Miss Mary Washington. I think she's a decent person. I think she has some progressive related issues. But if you're following, for instance, the straight black pride movement, that's all that they care about. They don't care about anything else. They don't care. Hell, somebody could sell drugs. Somebody could kill people. Somebody can, hell, they don't have to take care of their children. They don't have to work. They could smoke weed. They could do any and everything. But their thing is that they're gonna be against, the homosexuals. you know, and that's our only platform that they care about. So they come together to rant and rave about homosexuals, as if homosexuals are the cause of everything that's going on in the black world, you know. So I'm just saying, I'm not, you know, necessarily suggesting that I would, you know, agree with the lifestyle, but you know, there are other things that's going on, and you know, other people are wise enough and well-rounded enough to recognize that. So just like mature builders and thinkers, like our brother Malik Zulu Shabazz, you know, he's not like Daren Muhammad, who doesn't take care of his children. So, why am I mentioning this? Why am I bringing this up right now? Well, it would be okay if you stayed on your page and rant and rave to your little welfare people, your homeless people that, you know, probably got a little President Obama cell phone, and they barely can get your radio show on the Chinese radio show station that you're on. But these, you know, half welfare, drug addicts, and ex-drug users that are tuning into this particular radio show and giving you their child support payments and giving you their welfare or disability payments or their drug dealer money that they get from selling who knows what on the street, selling, you know, loose cigarettes, $1 cigarettes, because that's the only type of low down people that actually, you know, would follow and listen to someone like him. But you know, I mentioned the hypocrisy again, you know, of why would someone endorse an individual like this. But let me kind of go back. Let me go back and mention why, you know, I'm bringing this up right now, because a sister actually brought a book from me. And why you gonna come on the sister's page hating and say I wouldn't support him? I wouldn't support him. Getting that little poor little lost sister, making her think that she doing something wrong. See, these Negroes, they've been doing this for some time. Before, some years ago, I had a police officer, a police officer who's known in Irritated Genie's friends, and a friend to the group in DC, and a friend to the so-called conscious people, a known police officer for so long, who wanted to boycott me. Like, really? Am I that big in your little mind that you want to tell other people to boycott me? Really? So, and see, this is why, you know, black people are killing each other in Baltimore, because, you know, people are angry and upset when somebody get one more crumb. You know, somebody make one more extra dollar than them. So it's really jealousy. It's really built up jealousy, you know, coming from these particular people, because they are on the outskirts. You know, they are becoming irrelevant, and they see the rise of Haki Ami. They see me in different circles and maneuvering and looking like a true black man, you know, eating healthy and no child support payments. And I don't have to, you know, hide from child support or anything like that, or I don't have no women coming to meetings, you know, crying that their children are not being taken care of, like Daren Muhammad. So, so again, you know, I don't have the problems that these people is, because I learned from my elders and my ancestors. I didn't want to be a deadbeat dad, a deadbeat Negro, or a negative asset to our community. And so I'm really to the point now where I'm just advising intelligent, healthy, holistic black people that we're gonna have to triage these people. You know, if you are decent and upright, you know, you're gonna have to roll with the success scholar, or you're a loser, you're a scrub. You know, so I don't care where who you think you are, because ain't nobody making no moves like me. You know, I'm just telling it like it is. I don't care who they are, what you think that they have, you know, who they spoke to or what they've done. Ain't none of these folks making no moves like me, really. So, you know, I'm just putting it out there that I'm going to need for you all, the true conscious, the true awake, to ride with the success scholar. Don't roll with these scrubs, man. You know, you're wasting your time listening to them. If you go to, for instance, Irritated Genie meeting, you know, you got people who look like they just got out of rehab, man. You know, people dead. They don't have no spirit. You know, they come in wearing some red, black, and green, probably getting some welfare somewhere. They looking like they just woke the hell up, you know. So they not really building anything. You know, they not really making any progressive maneuvers. So I'm just saying, stop co-signing, you know, Brother Genie. Stop co-signing for this brother. We were cool. We were boys, you know, like really. Had him over at my house, you know, me and my lady house for dinner, you know. So I'm just like, you ain't never, he don't have no damn house. You ain't never go to meet with Daren Muhammad, and you know, no decent woman want him. You know, he don't take care of himself. Look at him. Tell him open his damn mouth. Look at him. He don't look like he don't do anything. He don't care for himself. You know, you got to take care of yourself, brothers. You know, stop trying to be on the radio and spend up the community money on nothing. You ain't reading the relevant teachings. You know, you're not getting out there listening to the most intelligent, the success scholar. You need to be just studying what I say, what I'm teaching. I have the only relevant conscious message of this time, huh? Teaching the work of, you know, what Garvey would have, how he would have organized today. Not rhetorical, but, you know, real nation building strategies, real organizing. So I'm saying, for those that are awakened, those that truly want to build and go to another level, there's no question. There's no question out here of who's making it happen right now. And for you all that's still going to these people and giving them no money, you need to stop. You know, because, you know, it's not getting you nowhere. You're going to be an old loser. You're going to be an old loser like the police officer and like a few of these others, you know, in Baltimore with their big old stomachs looking all ugly, dead looking skin, looking all unhealthy and not going anywhere. You know, these people in Baltimore, they're not going anywhere. They don't have any solutions. They're ignorant, most of them. They're not reading the right books, and you're going to try to stop people from getting books? That's treasonous. That's treasonous. But only if they give books to you. Get books through you. I've sold thousands of books to many different people, all for years. Huh? And many people appreciate the services. But you want to, you know, you're bored and you're becoming irrelevant. No one likes you in Baltimore. No one really, you know, you can't go many places because people going to look at you like, what the hell he doing here? Don't he talk about everybody? See, I can go places. I can go places and people, well, accept me. You can go only where losers go. You can go only where bums go. And that's what I'm saying. We don't need no more bums in our race. We need to purge the people that are not, you know, forward thinking and progressive. We need to leave them behind. So I'm building the most relevant conscious movement for empowerment of this time. And we're going to purge the weaklings, the weaker links, the weaker links of black people. They just going to have to just let them fall off. Huh? And so that's what I'm saying. So for Genie to keep supporting someone of this low-level caliber, it just shows he's going backwards. You know, it just shows that he's going backwards in his, you know, development and his roundedness, you know? And, you know, he's hanging out with the most lowest common denominator. He's not standing up against the N-word, against people that use the N-word, as well as, you know, he doesn't think, if you know Daren Muhammad, you know how much he talks about the black mayors, the black female mayors, calling them wenches and hoes and tricks. I mean, he just disrespects these black women all day. That's all he's ever done. is disrespect black women, and he runs around now with this crazy David Anthony Wiggins. At first, they so upset with my success that they will even unify amongst people that were beefing together. This David Anthony Wiggins, he sent things to Professor Griff talking about Daren Muhammad, an agent. You know, like, really? And now you align with him, but you'll go all out to try to create like a beef, for instance, with me, you know, because I'm growing, you know, and I'm being successful, and more real, conscious, holistic, healthy, empowered persons are rolling and developing with me, and we're leaving behind these people that are not going fast enough. They're not growing fast enough, so they resort to conspiracy theories, like Dr. Amos Wilson laid out. These people resort to talking about all kind of spooky numbers and all kind of weirdo conversations, and we don't have time for that. So these people, they not gonna amount to anything. They just gonna be in Baltimore looking all crazy, all angry and upset because they live in a war zone and they haven't done anything to correct the behaviors of the people and the system within that community. They don't have no power, and they don't have any respect. Nobody respects them, and they upset that I've mastered the understandings of understanding this system and prepared to organize for real conscious empowerment, for real progressive transformation and change. So that's what we need. We need to listen to more intelligent people and let these dead Negroes fall off the scene, you know, because that's what's going to happen. If you're not smart enough to know any better, if you're such a scrub, then go ahead and be a scrub. We gotta avoid listening to these sorry black men, all right? These sorry black men that do not take care of their children. So until you start taking care of your children, don't be on anybody's page posting to this sister that got low self-esteem and just want to, you know, obviously just want to, you know, be angry, you know, but I don't roll in circles like that. You know, you can have the little welfare recipient Negroes and these little pea-brain broke busters in Baltimore, but he wanted to attempt to position me with Mark Lamont Hill because there was an event that several people were invited to. I just decided to show up. I'm not a bum. I don't just go to little crackhead places in Baltimore. So I went to Cleveland. Mark Lamont Hill was invited. Dr. Cornel West was invited. You know, I mean, I don't generally listen to what they. I have not listened to what these individuals have said. But I know that they bring a unique constituency, and I do believe that there's an understanding called operational unity that organizations should have. And so I realize if people are willing to come together, you know, for different things. I'm like, look, I mean, sometimes, man, you know, to go to war with the army that you have, not the army that you want. So sometimes people are going to have, you know, some disagreements, and if you think somehow you know, hypocritically, you're standing up against, you're saying Mark Lamont Hill is a brokeback, as you like to call him, and you want to teach these little ignorant people like I got any homosexual tendencies whatsoever. That's far from the truth. And for Irritated Genie, and he know me. I brought him to Baltimore several times, and for you to co-sign that, brother, You know, it's just disrespectful. But Genie never, I never pushed myself. You know, he doesn't respect anybody really. But you know, again, because he don't respect himself. He don't respect black people. But you know, and I read 100 books a year for 11 years, and I put that out there, real books, real conscious books. So you know, it ain't no thing about nobody particularly having to respect me, because again, you know, more so the right people are gonna respect me. You feel me? Because the right people respect, the intelligent people respect knowledge, they respect wisdom, they respect organizational sophistication, they respect work ethic, they respect holistic health, right? They respect people that are upright, that look decent, that look like they take care of themselves. And I heard Irritated Genie, some you know, he didn't even know what an eggplant was. So I don't know, you know, for instance, how, you know, he now is, you know, even affiliated with a vegan restaurant, you know, and he still ate chicken. So I'm just like, I don't know to what level, you know, what kind of consciousness you teaching when you can't even get diet and nutrition, you know, under control. You know, you still eat what master say to eat, huh? So I'm saying, for those that you all want to keep following these people, you know, just because they sound angry and, you know, tell you a few conspiracies, but they, you know, they're ineffective. They're ineffective. So I'm just throwing Irritated Genie in there because he want to be clicking like and co-signing Daren Muhammad, but I'm just like, you know, we need to be asking these people about their backgrounds, about their mate selections, about their mate selections, about, you know, are they, you know, how much back child support they have, and why are you not taking care of your children. So I'm just putting it out there for those who may not know that I'm from the west side of Baltimore, and you know, and I'm a civilized, classy black man, but you know, it's like we are building a real movement, and whether it's, you know, the real conscious waking up and not supporting these different lectures that these people give, and you know, just studying and reading and supporting the more relevant, the most conscious movement of this time, and that's the Success Scholar movement, bringing you all the unique knowledge that needs to be brought out here today. And so I'm saying, for you all that's ready to wake up, I say you got to stay connected to the Success Scholar movement, right? Because it's the only true salvation, the only true analysis that's practical right now today. And unfortunately, I have the relationships to go to another level, and you know, the allies in place and the cash flow. So I say there'll be people out here with questionable backgrounds that's going to attempt to stop the most relevant, practical, empowering movement of this time. So I'm saying you got to be wise enough and street smart enough to see when these people are sent. See when these people are sent by, you know, other forces, because they are either they're sent by other forces or they're just jealous. You make the pick. But either way, it doesn't matter at the end of the day, because I'm a perfect organizer and builder, and I'm the most perfect organizer and builder for this time. So stop going to these meetings looking, if people don't look healthy at these meetings like I've seen, your ass shouldn't be there unless you're a scrub too. So these people that I've seen at these different meetings, I'm just like, y'all some damn scrubs. Y'all ain't gonna amount to nothing. You ain't gonna amount to shit. So let me just make it plain for you. So I'm just letting you know progress is being made. We're going to another level, absolutely, no doubt. Step the game up. Stay tuned in. Holla at the Success Scholar. I'm out. Let me put this stop.